Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Sharky Plays Minecraft. We are back here once again, a couple of days later, to pick up where we left off. As I recall, last session was only a fairly short one, maybe hour and a half, and we only got halfway through with what we were working on, which was this. Connect the nether room to the secret tunnel? Question mark. So let's head back into the secret tunnel and see about trying to get this finished off. I have had some other ideas, design thoughts and features have come to mind since I was last working on this, so I'll discuss them with you as we get there. And what's this? New tunnel coming soon. It's exactly what we're working on at the moment. Let me pop that open. Just going to be heading up and down there quite a bit. Let's just bust this open. So this is our new tunnel here. As it turns straight into birch logs to match the ceiling, because that is, as it turns out, the floor of the room above. And we've got a tiny bit more to continue on to get that finished. To catch up to this point here, and then we just have stone bricks the rest of the way, as you expect. All the way along, up and around here, and up here, which currently leads to a dead end. But once I bust these two blocks out, we turn up in here. These two blocks will end up being where the two dirt blocks are. That's sort of where pistons would pull them back to, and that would be our access to the secret tunnel. And so we have direct access to the nether room here. So that's the plan here. That's what we're trying to do. So, a couple of ideas that I thought of. One of them, let me head back down the tunnel. I'll show them to you. I still got to work out something to do with banging our head on that. I'm not really sold on that, but anyway. Two thoughts that have come to mind with this tunnel. I'm just going to turn that in-game music down a bit, actually. That's just a tad loud. I'm trying to talk. This bit here, I sort of decided to carry this junglewood theme, not junglewood, what am I saying? Birchwood. I decided to carry the birchwood theme all the way around. That's purely because the roof was birchwood, and that's purely because this is actually the bottom floor of our basement. As you can see, that's the chest there. Wow, it's just full. From the auto smeltery. There's the furnace above there and all that. And so that was just out of necessity. But I had a thought, wouldn't it be fun, maybe, this is maybe, but wouldn't it be fun, just like we've got around here in the actual tunnel, just like we've got a glass ceiling here that lets us look up into the river that we go under, what if we had a corresponding glass ceiling at the bottom floor of the base, in the basement? I know it would be kind of weird, because we're not looking up to a nice water view, but I kind of think it would be fun to sort of just demonstrate the fact that we're walking directly under the basement floor here. Plus it would also help alleviate the fact that there's literally going to be a chest sticking out here and there's nothing we can do about it. Well, I guess there is something we can do about it. We can literally just move the chest setup. We could move the auto smeltery to somewhere else. But I don't know, I feel like maybe a glass ceiling here, like the one around in the river, would be kind of fun. So I think I'm going to swap that out for glass. And I said there were two ideas. That was the first idea. The second one was over here. So this is the original secret tunnel leading up into the base. Right. So this is sort of like an additional offshoot. I was always just going to have this open, just as a right-hand turn that you could take, or coming down from here as a left-hand option. But I'm wondering, what if I'm thinking of a nice airlock design here. Like we've got levers here that open things with pistons. I'm thinking of pressure plate on the ground that activates pistons, and there'd be one on each side. There'd be one here, and there'd be one around here, kind of both directions. in the center, what I'm thinking of, and I can't show you because I haven't got 8 blocks on me, but let's just imagine that there were 8 blocks here. You have to imagine there's one in this corner. Something like this, that's stone bricks, or perhaps something else, but probably stone bricks. And when you walk up to the pressure plate, so you can just see through there, when you walk up to the pressure plate, like one of these 2 squares, pistons pull all of these 8 blocks into the walls, and it just opens up. And so you can walk through like a door. When you come out the other side, it just closes behind you. So it's kind of like a little airlock with like a little hole in the middle. I don't think there's anything I can do about the center block, about the 9th one in the middle here, because it's not piston reachable in any direction, because we've got left and right access. We've got to be able to come through both sides of this. It's not backed up against a wall, so I can't just pull them all into a wall. I've got to have access to both sides. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do that. That's going to take a bit of redstone work. I don't know if there's actually enough space in the walls to do that, and there might not be. That's a kind of ambitious idea, but it just feels fun. I might give it a try, but that'll be at the end of the project. So first things first, we've got to put down some logs to finish this section. And while we're doing that, we need to switch this over to glass and check to see if I like that. We also need to light this up better with more torches and work out the redstone contraptions up at the nether portal end of this tunnel. So let me get a bunch of supplies in order to get this building work started. So this will be just another building stream this session. Just going through and, oh good, we've still got a heap of glass. I don't know how much we need, 2 stacks is probably plenty. So, by the way, here's the chest that we see through the floor, just in case you hadn't sort of realized that. That's the one that pokes through the secret tunnel. So the tunnel is coming this way, like that, and then it hooks back around. So this is where the tunnel's coming. So the glass would be sort of in this 3x3 section here. 3 across here would be a glass stripe along the ground all the way through here. That'd be what this is. Which feels a bit funny, but I kind of feel like maybe I could get used to it. Maybe it would be nice. I think we might leave the end one, like the one under the chest, because that just kind of keeps the border going. And just have the center of the floor glass. That might be okay. We'll see. We'll see. So incidentally, what is happening in here? This is still turning cobble into stone. This is completely backed up though, so we're slowly filling up the hopper. Indeed we are. Well, you know what that means? It's up to me to empty this thing out, and I should be doing it from this end, shouldn't I? Let's just empty the whole thing. We somehow have the exact amount of inventory room to do so. So the stone bricks are getting quite down. I wonder, just because I don't want to presume and turn them into stone bricks prematurely, in case these are destined to be something else, like just regular stone perhaps. Surely they're just more stone bricks. I mean, this is, I'm gathering this is Novak's work. Novak making more bricks for his purposes, things like that. I have used a lot of them myself, but equally I have also put a lot of cobblestone in this chest to replace the stone bricks I've been using. So I'll just leave them there, and if he wants to turn them into stone bricks he can. That's fine. I will take out though all of this nether brick. Because we've got one netherrack. We've got some nether bricks, so I might as well just put that in there too. Just clear that chest out. Okay. So glass and a bunch of these. Yeah, I better take a full stack. We don't need that sign anymore. I'll put that back. Almost every time I look in this wood chest, it's organized differently. Now it's in stripes like this. Hello? Oh! Hello, sir. For that, I think you can die. Hello? Are you stuck in a wall somewhere? know you're in here. I can still hear you. I didn't think you'd teleport away. Well, I should have known you'd teleport away. The sword's got fire aspect on it, doesn't it? Yeah, of course it does. I feel like that's almost a bit of a mistake. I mean, it's nice, damage over time, but it's messy for fighting Endermen. Oop, and it is actually nighttime. Or it's about to be nighttime. Are you in the kitchen? Did I just see your particle effect in the kitchen? Yes? Are you standing? He's standing on that pressure plate because the door's open. And I can't sleep because there are monsters nearby. Wants to be the Enderman. Where are you dying at? Let's just sleep. Oh dear. Oh, there he is. He's outside. He's angry. Come on. I can see you there. Well, you were there. You probably teleported away because it's daytime now. Could have had ourselves an Enderman there too. Oh. Well. That was a bit anticlimactic. What were we in the middle of? We were so rudely interrupted. That's right, looking in the wood chest and remarking about how the layout changes constantly every time we open it. That's right. Bit of fun. Okay. Let's pop that down here. I'm going to replace some of this with glass and we'll see if we like the feel of it. So let me just get my bearings and just break a few of these out. So that's the floor. So I want to keep that one because that one lines the chest and it also frames what we're doing here. Hello? 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 Logs? Hello, logs. I don't want to break the chest. Looks like they're staying there. So, you know, if I put like that, is that gonna be fun? Is this fun? Does this look good? I feel like the answer is maybe. The problem is the ceiling looks like a bit of hot garbage. If I do this, I'm gonna have to fix the ceiling now. Also, I can hear skeletons through that wall. Let's do it and then regret it later. I mean, we can always turn it back. We can always fix it. There we go. And we leave that one there because that borders that as well. So I'm thinking maybe one of the reasons that it's not sitting well with me at the moment is just because we have the exposed like yellow core of the oak logs. But I can remedy that by making oak wood. I'm saying oak, it's birch. I'm making birch wood, right? If I do that, if I craft 4 birch logs into 3 birch wood, it's covered with the bark on all 6 sides. And I've used that, I think I used that with the Christmas room. Well, I can use that here, right, to sort of close in those ends, and maybe that's what I do. So how does this look? Is that fun? Isn't it fun? You come through here, and oh, birch everywhere, and oh look, yes, there's the base as we run under it, with a chest in the floor that we can access from in the tunnel for some reason, which is kind of fun. And then off we go. And if we're coming to it from this end, you can see it coming up. Oh, what's this big white bit? And oh, look, it's the base. We're nearly home. We're close to being home. We just have to go around the corner, and up the stairs, and there we are. We're home. So maybe I do fix the roof. Maybe I do just a little bit of home beautification to tidy this up. Look at that, we didn't even need the second stack of glass. Could have gotten away with just the one partial stack. Yeah. Actually, I'm reminded of one other thing that I was going to do, which is not on the to-do list, but I'm sure I've mentioned it at some point. Or at least mentioned it to Skeevers, I know. So I was going to put in like a maintenance access to the Christmas room, because it's a little bit out of date now. It's spoiler, it's no longer Christmas. It's officially, in this part of the world at least, it is the year 2021. So if it's still 2020 where you are, hello from the future. Everything is fairly similar to what it was in 2020 so far. Yeah, I believe that the Christmas room needs, well, it needs to be de-Christmased at some point. Whether we do that just yet. But I was going to make a like a maintenance hatch access to it to get down to into like the note block chasm, just because that's sort of my thing. You know, if I've got redstone machinery tucked away in walls and stuff, I like to have access to them. And it's not marked in any way, but this block here, this is the maintenance hatch for the redstone machinery for this two-way door. Right? And that's just a block I know. Go in here, and here it is. Here's all the redstone circuitry. Right? For the pistons that push this stuff open behind the scenes. Okay. So, and I have to put that back now. Okay. Bust it open. Yeah, that did just do something really weird. That's better. Because that torch missing. Whatever I was even saying. Yeah, redstone contraptions and things. Yeah, so the whole note block setup in the Christmas room, I think it needs a maintenance hatch in order to be able to get down into it. Just, you know, in case. Not that it's ever gonna... it's gonna play that song forever. It's always gonna play We Wish You a Merry Christmas. But I guess I could always put like an on-off switch on it. Like I could add a little bit of extra redstone machinery underneath that allows it to be turned off so that it doesn't always play when you step on those pressure plates. Maybe that's a sensible thing to do, because I don't want to just destroy the whole thing now that it's not Christmas. But I could at least disable it so that you could turn it on and off again. There we go. How does that work? Does that seem fun? I think it might. But I'm going to have to go through and do a little fixing. I mean, the whole place has got an inconsistent feel to it. In fact, let me start with in here, just because I can. And of course, that is the floorboards of the next floor above. Now that I think about it, and that is the edge of the house, I guess. Would make sense. So now that we've got the birch wood on hand, we're not really short anymore, so I might as well just tidy these things a bit. Oh yeah, I guess I should check if there's been some more enchanting, but oh, this room isn't even done. Yes, it's because the hallway's not finished and that piece is sideways. Oh, can I check the chest from here? I was literally just talking about this. Now I can. There's the chest. Come on. Oh, isn't that fun? Oh, wow, our base is so compact. If I can do that. If I can access a floor above, just like that. I don't know. Okay, that's better. So that's fixed. So then it's just the rest of this room. Can I put torches on glass? I can. Okay. Let's just do that to restore some of the light I took away. Makes it feels fun. Yeah, that's what I thought I could hear. Hi guys. Okay. Remember what happened the last time I did this? Well, I got my shield up this time. And I'm lining you all up in a big row. So you can all shoot each other in the back. Here we go. Look at that. From a noob to a professional. Last time we did that, we just died, just out of nowhere. This time we took no damage. Got the ominous banner. We are a little bit bad omeny, but let's go fix that. We have a bunch of cows right there. Hello? What are you doing inside there? Are you the one from before? You are the one from before. And you gave me 4 ender pearls, losing 3. Okay, I forgive you. But it is time to sleep. Okay, sleep. Milk a cow. Get rid of the bad omen. And then get back to whatever it was we were doing. Oh, that's awkward. I meant to do that. Oh, nice. Excuse me. Oh, look at that. Right as we leave. Goes and does a heap. Let's put that. Okay, this is going to be awkward. There we go. Also, that's going to bug me. Why is that sand and not dirt? I did actually see that at the start of the session. But there was a into the water. A random bit of sand there, not dirt. Okay. Milk the cow. I think that's Steve's birds. It actually says she had a bunch of birds. Yeah, okay. Where are the cows? I don't think I've ever actually been here apart from to look at them. For any purpose. Thank you. Lovely. Owen gone. Right. Very nice. We'll borrow... Oh, can we see Skeever's birds? Oh, look at that. We might actually go up there and have a quick look. I will pinch a bit of water from Novak's beasts there. There we go. Sorry about that. It's just going to happen. That's how it is. With a bit of sand just floating there. Just detour up to Skeever's bedroom to what look at? Oh, that's what I'm looking at. To check this out. Oh, isn't this nice? And I gather she's told them all to sit. Otherwise they'd be flying away and they would open the pressure plate and they would leave. So it's a good thing she told them to sit. But nice. A blue one, a green one, 2 of these kind, another green one, and 1 of them ones. Very good. Yeah, that's right. As I understand it, she was quite impressed with the sword that we left her there. There's probably her old sword that she's put behind. Wow. I'm breaking through. Sweeping edge too. Well, we didn't have sweeping edge on the new one. Had fire aspect. So she's got sharpness instead of being our arthropods. And she got knockback, which she didn't have before. So that's a one-up. And of course this is an iron sword. There's the jungle saplings we left her, still just there. Down we go. Well, while we're here, let me fix that piece. Oh, yeah, and I've got a bunch of random loot in my pack now. Let's Put this with the many crossbows. All the rest that's going to go in downstairsy stuff. Yeah. Hostile mob drops. And that's some more ender pearls. Some of that. Various type of stone. Oh, banners. Yeah, we got different types of banners now. There's that stone that we just replaced there. Yes. Okay. Okay, that's not good. It's hilarious, but it's not good. Especially because everything's open at the moment. So he could literally get anywhere. How is this? So part of this is too dark, is it? Yeah, I can believe that. Part of that is too dark. Yeah. So, a bit of emergency lighting. Just because part of this is way too dark. So the last thing we need, this is fine, I can be spawning there. Last thing we need is a tunnel immediately under the base that spawns bats. That's a no-no. And that's on me, because usually I'm, you know, the one that lights things up much more than they need to be. So, to have something like that spawn in my own tunnel, a little bit, well, embarrassing is not the right word. Oh, can we see that from the floor above? That there. Yeah, we can actually. That's literally that. And it was stairs. Of course it was stairs. So that's just got to be what it is. Can't fix that. So we just always have that there. That's fine. I'll live with that. That's the base of this wall. No choice about that. That has to stay like that. Although, really, that's the end of that. I mean, it doesn't have to at all. Does not have to at all. So it won't. That can get switched, because this side doesn't have that. So we'll switch all that out. There we go. So it's more consistent now. And all the rest of this, we're just going to have to change over. So let's get another stack. Because we will likely need it. Oh, put some of these things back. And of course, that bit of gunpowder from the creeper. No, let's just do it now. So you notice I am using my other shovel, just the plain old efficiency 2 shovel, because I reckon if I used the good shovel, I would just rip straight up to the surface through here. So we have just the plain old efficiency 2 diamond shovel, because it's fast, but it's not unbelievably fast. So we can get away with just a bit of delicate sculpting rather than just decimation of the landscape. When we want to decimate the landscape, we swap over to the good one. That's when we dig up deserts full of sand and things like that. So just tidy this up here. So this is really just, I mean, it's a little bit long overdue. The basement needed a bit of, oops, a bit of TLC here. At least the ceiling of the basement did. But now that we've got the glass ceiling on this secret tunnel, and we can look upwards into here. Ah, dear, I've got to stop doing that. It really could do. Actually looking fancy. We've got to leave that block empty so that chest can open. But this whole setup ought to move one of these days. I mean, really, it's almost a little bit like obnoxious leaving it exactly there because it intersects the tunnel. You know, it feels kind of fun. But maybe in the long term it gets moved. We are going to need to get another stack out. We nearly made it. Didn't pick that up either. 10, 9, and there's more than 9 to do. We'll do that one. Yep, so we can still open that chest. Now, 2 left. Nearly had it. Okay, so that's that floor totally fixed. I'm just going to peek upstairs and make sure, yeah, that's dirt. Everything's okay up here. It's actually not. Can't fix that wood. That's part of the floor above. I should be able to fix that dirt. I really should fix this dirt. And that's just all dirt. Yeah, we don't have the logs to do this, so I'm not going to. But, you know, project for another time. There was, yes, I was talking about fixing these ends actually. So let me just test this out. Let me just put one of these together. And if we're doing it consistently, I do it that way. Yeah, look at that. The sides come up and they go across. Perfect. It actually turns the corner exactly as intended, which is quite literally a fluke. I had no idea that the pattern would match that exactly. So, perfect. Make several more of them. Look at that. Perfect. And then the same on this side. And one extra, which would have been the one that goes there with the hobbles. Perfect. I kind of like that. I feel like that carries the theme well now. So if I put them back and put this extra one with them, that'll confuse people. I have no idea what that is. Let's chuck away some of the rest of this. We don't need the extra bits of these now. And, well. We'll chuck this dirt. Yeah, we'll chuck a dirt in there. And an extra stack of cobble can just go up in the I'll put it in the chest, have that. Okay. Right. Okay, so let's go down and just have a look at it. Yeah, so something. Yeah, see, that's fun. And because that's birch up there, it almost carries the line consistently up. It still looks birch everywhere. That sticks out a bit in terms of the visual appearance of it, but that's kind of fun. Kind of fun, I think. The fact that we take a tunnel directly under the basement floor. Turn the corner. And go up in there. Kind of like that. Kind of do. Right, so airlock system here, but really redstone contraption up the other end. So we need to mimic a bit of what's inside of here, which means we're going to need 2 levers, heaps of redstone, some redstone torches, and 2 redstone comparators. Now, I'm going to have to pop back in here and remind myself of how this works. So, first thing we need inputs coming out of the levers. We need the 2 levers, and we need this exact setup here. We need a pair of redstone comparators. I can't remember what state this is in. It's either subtract state or compare state. Whatever is the one that has this torch lit up. So torch needs to be lit up on both of these. And we just have this big mess of redstone. It's got to connect along the back, so to both inputs, straight through the back and also into the sides. And what it's doing is it's doing either a compare or subtract, I don't know which, with these 2 inputs on the sides, and it's giving a signal out that's going to act as an exclusive OR, a XOR gate. So when either one or the other, but not both, are switched on, the doors will open. This is the output, and then I've just got repeaters that keep the signal going, because I have to travel it a long way, and the output travels to a piston, and I've got to invert the signal, because the input that comes out is the wrong way around. So the signal gets inverted going into the pistons. Right. Which actually, now that I think about it, is a totally symmetric situation, because if I just didn't have those inverters there, and just had the signal come through, then instead of an exclusive OR, it would just be a exclusive NOR, which is good enough for the same thing. Isn't it? Because it would mean that instead of having the door open when one of them is switched but not the other, it would have the door open when either they're both switched on or both switched off. Nah, that wouldn't work, because then they'll always feel like one's in the wrong state. It has the same effect. There are 2 different ways the door could open. Yeah, yeah, I'm going to need an inverter, otherwise it's going to feel wrong, it's going to feel backwards. So this is the setup I have to try and replicate up at the other far end. Notice it's the middle of the night again, so I will, as I put this back, pop the bed down, have a sleep before we get any more creepers spawning in the tunnel, because that was not intended, not at all. We will grab ourselves a bunch of things we're going to need. We're going to need a heap of redstone. So I'll just grab a heap. What do comparators need? Stone, torches, and nether quartz. Nether. So 2 nether quartz. 6 stone, and look at that. It's a good thing we have some stone. Except I will just grab it out of here. There we go, 6 stone. Would you look at that? And some torches. Six torches for the comparators, but then 2 extra for the inverters. So 8 should be exactly what we need. And then the rest is a bunch of redstone. So comparators, we've got 2 comparators. 2 redstone torches to act as inverters. Here redstone dust. I'm going to need 2 sticky pistons. So for that I'm going to need 2 iron ingots. 2 redstone, that's fine. I notice I have no wood on us, and some cobble. We'll pinch a bit of cobble back. What sort of wood have we got heaps of? We could just have dark oak planks. How about just regular oak? regular rope. Okay. And 2 slime balls to make the piston sticky. So 2 of them, and then therefore 2 sticky pistons. Okay, that should be everything we need. So let's pop through to the other end. Oh, levers. That seemed obvious. Well, I can just make levers in my inventory, can't I? There we go. Don't really need to go home for that. Nice, okay. Well, let's work out how we're going to do this. Because I can't put a lever down here. I can't have people needing to flick a lever to open that. Only to go up here and find, oh, I didn't flick the lever, so I've got to go back down. Lever's going to have to be up here somewhere to open that. And then up here, the lever needs to be like on the floor right here. Somewhere blatantly obvious. So I do it way over here. It's just not going to be seen. So there's literally one lever right there that's going to be doing some stuff. This is the pistons. This is the okay, I can't remember. The head of the piston fully extended. So that's where the piston sits right there. Okay. And it's that sort of block. It's the chiseled one that sits on top of it. Okay. Same with this one. And the piston goes right there. And then the polished one that goes there. Right. So when both pistons are activated, they push both of those out. And everything's sealed. So now we've got to get some redstone machinery set up in here that gets these talking to some levers. And I don't know, I'm coming down through here. I have the lever on the side like that. And when you're coming up, you flick that to pop it open. Can't really put it on the wall there. It would look nice when you're coming up. If you're coming in, you don't want to be turning behind yourself to flip the lever. So I think on that side there is going to be fine. So what we're going to do, I'm going to have to destroy some of this staircase just so that we can get to everything. So let's just hack into some stuff here. So we're going to need, firstly we're going to need access to the redstone signal that comes from that lever. Which I believe is, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. So it's one block deeper than the piston, which is this one. And it's underneath there. So let me just cut some of this out. So if I put, say, just a dirt block back there, instead of dirt, let's use cobblestone. Let's at least be slightly sophisticated about this. If I were to put redstone on that, like this. Okay. So that redstone, is that attached up here to this lever? I can pull that lever. Well, I guess that's proved it, because it's also now controlled that. Wow. It's literally doing that. That's going to be potentially bad or not. maybe that's not a problem. I also have to carry that through to this other one, and it would make sense to go the other direction. The two levers are acting as our two inputs. But that lever's going straight to there. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be bad. I might have to do something else with that lever. Let's dig more of this out and figure out what's happening. So there it is there. So here's the signal. My need right behind here is one coming out of there. So when that's switched, the signal from out of there. So what we need is to go into a comparator set up for the OR. So these are the two inputs. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's 1, 2, 3. It's a bit tricky because they're on different lines compared to each other. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. I really need One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're at 3. Let me just put some of this together and just confirm to myself that this doesn't work how I'm thinking. I'm trying to confirm that this doesn't work. So I don't expect it to, but if it does, brilliant. I'm going to go with it. So here's the comparators. Right there, and we need that version with the torches on. And I just combine them in there like that. Okay. Because they are genuinely different strength signals. I thought they just had to be identical length of wire from both sides for this to work how I intend it to. So, well, I need something to see if that's gonna. What can I put here to test if this is gonna work? Can I the redstone signal activate or deactivate something in my inventory? I mean, I could literally just break a piston. That'll do this. And for all intents and purposes, let's break the piston that's activated right here. Face it that way. There we go. So piston's not activated. I flick one of these. So it's changed the comparator thing. That still hasn't done anything. I have to put a block back here to jump up. I flip this one. Oops, I just flipped it again. That's still done nothing. And yeah, so I suspected it. Oh, I had a repeater before, didn't I? Because the signal strength was so low. Coming out the other side of here. That's on. Yeah, I had a repeater here before. So that's one thing I didn't think to craft. Just on repeaters. Let me put a map here. So I know it's dark. And if I don't light this up, things will spawn here by the time I get back. So I'm just going to light this up ever so slightly. I'm going to need an unknown number of redstone repeaters to pull this off. So let me just run back around. I think there might be some redstone repeaters in the miscellaneous chest left over from other redstone things. Oops. Yeah, well, we'll take 3. We also got torches. We aren't going to need more torches. We won't take them. I am just realizing, though, as I use this setup here, these levers are recessed into the wall, so that you don't have a lever sticking there. And the other one up there is a hidden lever. So I wonder whether we should be having the exact same thing happening over here. The one on this side wall is easy. This one I can have recessed into the wall. Just have to change the setup a bit. The one up here, I would have to have it recessed into the floor, which concerns me a bit. But let's just at least get this going to start with. Confirm that this is going to do what I think it should. There it is. So, if I turn that off, no. And same with this one. So that one closes and opens. Indeed. But with this one, so this one does work, but if this one is on, then this one doesn't work, does nothing, because the signal's too strong from this one, and that's because these are not equal distances. So this only works if these are equal distance wires. So I basically knew that. I had that figured out already. So that's proven that. So what we really need to do is make sure these are equal length wires, and in order to even do that, we have to make sure that we have these levers in an appropriate spot. So let me go here in this place. So is that really where I want this lever? I think it has to be. It has to be. I mean, as I say, if I recess it down into like the floor, it's going to look weird with there being a hole with a lever in it. Plus, you've got to walk directly over the hole. Can't put it somewhere else because that's where the pistons go. So this one stays exactly there. This one, though, if I recess this into the wall, I'd have to put stone brick there, have the lever on it, like that, and then the signal would be coming out from back there, where the redstone signal is. But of course now, yeah, everything's totally all over the place. So I'm going to have to break. Ooh, that was a bit too powerful there. I'm going to have to pull apart all this and work out exactly how we're going to do this so that it's an equal length wire feeding into the comparators. That's 1, 2, 3 right there. That's 1, 2, 3. What if looking at the comparators like this, now, I really don't know. One like that, one like that. We did that. So it's 1, 2, 3. And this is 1, 2, 3. I really don't know. And that's their collective output there. And put the repeater down. And connect that up to there. It's not really connecting to that, but that's right. Both the levers down, they are. So if I were to turn that, not lighting the piston properly. It's more the problem at the moment. Put the piston down in such a way that it can activate. Alright. So, okay, so flicking this one does do the piston. Flicking this one has done the piston because I can hear it. So the real question is, if I flick one, does the piston? Flick the other, doesn't turn it off. What's that other bit of stuff coming out here? Don't need that. Because I've modified the design on this diagonal angle in the hopes that that would work, and it doesn't work the same way. I'm trying to be too creative with this. So what we're going to have to do is find a way to get a bit more room and to actually do this exactly as it's supposed to be. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's 1 up there, 2 there. So that's currently 3 and 3. So I'm just going to have to be a little bit like loopier with how I do this. I think is all there is to it. So there's 3. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 and 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 now. 5 and 5. 6 and 6. It's nearly worked. It's nearly worked. So I've backed myself in the corner here. I need more space. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 6, 7, 7. Gotta get a signal to that one. Wow. This is going to be messy. Well, all I need is something like... I'm trying to be too creative about it. I just need a signal coming in. If I do it on one side, then I'll mimic it on the other. Like this. Oops. I'm just going to have this equal on both sides. So at the moment, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into this corner. So this corner's got to be 6 away. 1, 2, I'm never going to get back there. That's the shortest I can get to this corner. Well, that is the shortest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to get to that corner. What if I went underneath the block? Does that conduct down? Like that? It does. One, two, three, whoops, no. 3, 4, 5, but I need something above here that's gonna like there, right, there, so that when I put redstone there, it doesn't connect to that one. But I also need it to connect this way, so like that, but not to that one, so I'm going to do it there, and so that one there. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into that corner, and this same one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into this corner. So that should work now. Now if I have my repeater coming out of there, and my redstone signal coming out of here, and we'll see if this works now. Okay, so if I switch this guy on, piston moves, switch him off, piston comes back. Switch him on. It's night time. Yep. Piston moves. I mean, we heard it. Don't need to go and look. Switch it off, piston comes back. But that's no surprise because the broken setup did that too. The real test is I switch this on. And now, moment of truth, I switch this one, does it go off? It does. So perfect. We have exactly what we needed to be. It had to be equal lengthwise on these sides. I knew that, it's just I had to do this incredible fiddle of redstone to actually make that happen. So that's the proof now. So what we need to do now is connect that up to this piston hidden up there. But the real problem is going to be, is this about to interfere with the piston that's already sitting here? Because that is a piston right there. That's this piston, in fact. Which I pinched for that. Right there. And then, of course, this one's on top of that, so I won't put that there yet. But because that's always active at the moment, because this one is giving it signal. So this one is strong enough to actually light that up just on its own. So flicking that just does that, opens it, we can get out, and then flicking that closes it. Coming the other way, flicking that will open it. Coming down here, flicking that will close it. So you know what? That one has fluked itself. That one is actually working on a fluke for the current setup. So that's closed. So we come through here and we flick that to open. Come down in here, flick that, closes behind us. Perfect. So in this current state, we need to have, so there'll be no NOT gate for this one. When it comes out of here, we're going to need that to be having that closed. We won't care about the fact that the levers are alternated. That's unavoidable now. So that needs to go to an activated piston. So we have put the piston up there already. It's behind this block. So we're going to have to work our way up to that piston now. And to do that, let me bring this redstone out that way. Because this doesn't connect to that, let's just go straight through here. And for that, I'll just keep this going this way now. I'm going to have to do a little exploratory digging just to find the piston. It's up here somewhere. There it is. There's the piston. Okay. So I would need, first I need to be able to see up next to it, because I would need to, let's put a bunch of this back. I'm going to use diorite to close in things I don't need to get to now. We would need a bit of cobblestone there with some redstone on it. That would be powering that piston there. You just need to climb up here. No. So we need another block here and here. Closing that in. Oops. No, because, okay, so we have to have stepped up already at this stage then. So we'll have stepped up by there. Yep, so we can step up a block earlier. And just, yep, there's definitely baddies up here. So it is night time. I guess it's daytime now. Yep, it is. That's fine. So is that signal strong enough to be activating that piston? The problem is because it's not going into the piston. Again, it's going just beside the piston. So I'm actually going to have to go a layer back in order to do this properly. So let me just duplicate that. And we do this whole thing back a layer. In which case we can come down to the correct layer straight away. There. And somehow the signal strength is still strong enough. And that has that closed. But again, we've got to fix the fact that there's no blocks and closing that in. But that's sorted. That has it done. Which means we can close up all the useless bits we don't need from in here now. Making sure to leave this place well lit up. So, what's here? There's some access. Should we even need to get back in here? Don't actually need that there, really. And really, you could take out that layer there. Now, some of this wall can get closed back in. Do that. And put a bunch of dye back here. So we need these here to block the signal. We don't really need these ones to block anything there. We just need that stack. And I guess we can have that one there, really. In terms of this way, all of that is as it should be. And this other side here, we don't need any of this exposed. Like this whole section here can get closed back in. Okay. So we're back to putting the staircases back. So that's there, and that's there. Okay, which means the rest of this is stone bricks. There's one there, one there. Of course, when that piston's up, you can see through everything. But that's just the nature of what this is. Unavoidable. Although I should stone brick this up and make that a little bit nicer. And we have one there. We're fully closed. Okay. So, look at that. Opens both pistons. Beautiful. Look at that one. Close everything. We've got to do a bit of tidy up there, but... And they have to be stone bricks because you have to see them. So, what I will do is we'll drop off all the rest of this redstone machinery, but we'll need some building blocks to tidy this up. I'm just going to encase this a bit vary that slightly. What we could do with another stone brick above for looking up and stuff like that, and some stone bricks behind. So we could do with some more stone bricks around the place. Here's daytime, everything should have burned. Should be nothing left alive out here now. So we'll just run the long way around here. Drop off a whole heap of this stuff, so throw that dirt back. We can throw a stack of cobble back in here. Put some redstone back. In the end, we've got 2 torches that we never needed, and 2 redstone repeaters that I think came out of that chest anyway. So that's fair. More stone bricks, as I said, is what we're going to need. 4's not going to be enough. I'll just take half a stack there. Give it a tidy up. See, everything's quite hidden, but then when you're inside, pistons are exposed. But there's nothing you can do about that. Nothing I can do. That's just how it is. You'll only see that one. You won't ever look up and see that one. Now, on this side of things, oops, just got caught on that wall there for some reason. And on this side of things, it's also exposed. You see them both when you're coming up. So this one I've got to tidy up with some stone bricks. Right. What's happened? Yeah. There's a weird state in which this won't work. I don't like that. So there is one possible way that this could be toggled that goes a bit funny, but I think it's just so I'm going to come through there and go through there, and we're good. It's closed. But if I come through this way, open it, way this way, close it. Right. The problem is, what if I come through this way to open it, and I come through there to close it, and I'm now out on the other side. So I'm out there. I've done a lap around, I've gone through the tunnel, and I've come up this way again. So now we open it, but it doesn't open. Got to do that to close it, and I'm going to do this to open it again. So there's a weird one direction in which this doesn't work, which I don't like, and I'm going to just ignore, in all honesty. I'm going to pretend I don't know about that. I thought we'd fixed all the problems. We tested it out. Okay. I mean, it's got to do with the fact that this one fires directly from the lever input, which is a bad way of doing this. If the lever was anywhere else, this one wouldn't fire straight away. We'd have this connected to the output as well. But if this was anywhere else, the lever would have to be in some other strange place. Distances would be off, and again, we just have to move this whole setup. So I'm happy to live with it for now. But what I want to do is change some of these out for stone bricks because you could see all this. And yes, I'm going to have to change that for stone bricks as well. Whoops. How much can you see? Yeah, you can see a lot of stuff. See that dirt and everything, you can see. Both of these are stone bricks now. Just to make the place look a bit nicer through the piston that you'll occasionally see. Okay. The rest of this can just be dirt hovel. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so that one there and that one there. Oh. Yeah, that does look like night time up there. So we can put it in the bed. And we will go up that way. Yeah, beautiful. Nothing should have spawned. I think we got to very much night. And okay. Didn't even drop anything anyway. Alright. Well, there's spiders. Let's just keep eyes peeled for creepers. No. That's a lot of torches. Yeah, so this. So we need a stone brick on top of there. You can see straight through there. The rest of this now can be kind of covered up. And the glass does weird things. And I don't think that's avoidable. I do not think we can fix that. The glass just has to connect like that. What I can do is, instead of putting glass panes here, I could put glass blocks here. Could dodge that issue. Let's see, I'm thinking because I'm going to be covering this in dirt anyway, to obscure now the exposed dirt, I mean the exposed stone. Yeah. This whole back section just becomes sort of pointless now. There's actually no need for windows here even. There we go. So this whole back section is just a window into dirt. With the exception of that one block of stone there. So maybe, just for the sake of appearances, I have stone all through there. And you get this weird, it almost works 3D effect. I mean, it's glass connecting back to that block. You can just think of that as the depth. Yeah, I think I make this nicer by putting... Oh, and I can't go that way because of these guys. Putting these in here. That. Oh, it's really going to bug people. That floating bit of glass, that floating bit of dirt. the same over on this side. Better not have gone down there. Yeah, I think I just got it. Cover that and do it. Right. So from the outside, no one knows. No one suspects a thing. We'll kill that spider. Streaming a couple of XP. Yep. So it just looks like the hill closes up on there. If people come in here now, they'll be concerned, why is our wall being closed off with bricks? They'll wonder what's going on. Why can't I do the door properly? Someone might one day see this lever here and go, huh. And they're like, oh, a tunnel. And hopefully they will remember to pull this lever. They will probably never see this lever. If they pull it, it's closed. Perfect. And then they'll go down here and da 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 da. And then when we're coming back up here, you go, oh look, it's a dead end. I can see redstone machinery in there. And oh look, here's the lever. Look it opens. We come back up and oh look, we're up here now. And hopefully because they've jumped over the lever, they will remember to pull it and close it behind them. So there we go. Everything works as it should. Let me do a full lap around and check to see what happens. I pull the lever from the other side now, which is going to be a pain to do a full lap around. I'll use this. Have I got to put things away? I've got to put a couple of things away. Then back. And I'll put the string in here. Okay, so we come all the way around. Now from this side. So someone now is coming in, pull the lever, and that one fails to activate. And they can't pop down here to fix it. So that is a big problem. Okay. Big design problem. Now I think it's faster than going all the way down there. I shouldn't have done that because I could have frost walked across the water. It's faster to get into the tunnel by going this way, which is absolutely bizarre now. Now we're in the tunnel. Yeah, I think that was genuinely a bit faster than going down through the house. Maybe it wasn't. But if I come through from this way, I think we fix the weird alternation there. So if I flick that, it opens properly. And I come up here, that's correct. So now someone comes in here and it works correctly from this side. But if someone were to come up this way from the other side, I reckon it's going to not work again. So it will only work if someone comes in from this side. At the moment, yeah, it's in a really weird cycle. Maybe I should put a button here, not a lever. I doubt that will even work. Okay, well, the other thing to do, and maybe this is going to be more of a nightmare. In fact, actually, no, it's not. It's going to be significantly less of a nightmare, really. We'll probably get rid of that now. I guess we'll leave that sign there. We'll deal with that in a sec. the other pressure platey door things. Let me see if we've got. No, what's this way? Put that back there. In terms of pressure plates, did I see in here stone pressure plates? There's one. No, we do get a second one. There's stone right here. Okay. Let's see. 8 pistons? I think. 8 pistons. They're going to be sticky pistons. And a bunch more redstone, so I have to get all that back out again. Which means we need 8 iron. We need a heap of cobble and a heap of wood. So let me just grab a stack of cobble back. I'll get a heap of oak wood. Oh, and 8 slime balls to make them sticky pistons. Okay. So, what we've got to work with here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. So that's perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the one where the doors are. This one here. So pressure plates, I guess, would be here and here. I guess that's fine. Let me put a piston in and a little piece of redstone. I mean, it's going the wrong way, obviously. That would be going down. It would already be up and it would be going down. But that proves that it happens by the time you get to that block. So that's fine. That's fine. This will, of course, be 1 block lower. Okay, so I'm thinking if I have 2, 2, 2, and 2, it'll look nicer when it retracts. Because if I have 3 on the bottom, 3 on the top, and 2 at the side, it'll look like it'll have a kind of asymmetry to it. So I'm kind of thinking of a rotational sort of thing. So if I have 2 there, then I have a gap, and then these 2 are both pistons. Done it again. I've managed to put a block directly behind me because I'm sitting in the torch. So we've done these 2, then we need a gap, and then there'll be these 2. And then we need a gap, and there'll be these 2. Okay, so now we just need to connect all these to these pressure plates with some inverter. So I'm going to have to try both of these for a bit. Now, is that gonna be too close? Doesn't it? See, yeah, it's too close. It's too close. It's got to come out of the other side entirely. So we can't be coming out the front. It's got to be coming out behind, really. In fact, not just behind, underneath is really how this should be working. So we have this coming out like that. Like that. Is that? And once again, it's not going into them, it's going beside them. So that would work. But again, also, it's inverted. So we've got to do a whole heap of stuff before we can actually go into them. So I'm going to have to go out like this. Let's go to an inverter. So let me put that and grab some torches. Making more once again. So that's just on. But if I do that, no, it's the other way around. I have the torch on this side, and redstone signal goes up to it. So if that's got the torch on, that's turned the torch off. And the torch is back on. Yep, so there's my inverter. So I can actually bring that a whole block earlier, in fact. And in fact, that turns it off. Right, in fact, let me go even crazier. What if the torch was underneath? No. Does that turn it off? It does not. What if it was on its side? Like that. I really thought that would work. I bet it works if it's up here. But it can't, because that's floor level. But I bet it does work. And that also lights down below. That's interesting. Yeah. But that can't work, because we have to have a block into the floor. Ah, dear. Okay. So, as we had it before, a single one there to start conducting the signal, one there on which to sit in the inverter, and one there to put the inverter on. So that's got the inverter signal coming out. So now, we just have to run the signal into various things. So the signal comes out of this one, goes into there. There's our first test. So when I step on this, it does that. Perfect. We also need it to go into there. I have to have the exact same thing on this side. So we will need redstone there, cobblestone block there, inverter there, If I... Yep, now this is a problem. This is a problem. Because of course, that's always powered on. I'm discovering this is going to be a one-way gate now, unless these are all OR gates. Every single one of these needs an OR gate. No. If these two are both on, that's got to be up. But once one of these gets stepped on, it goes off. So once it's an OR, and it's got to be exclusive OR, if I didn't have the inverters here, if I had these both off, I'd have to have the two offs coming in. They would have to go into some sort of an OR gate. The two offs, the two off signals would go in together. We would look if either of them is on, in which case it doesn't need to be the whole double exclusive or comparative thing, but it can be. And then one signal would come out of that as soon as one of these gets stood on, and then that signal, that one signal gets routed to this whole thing. So, yep, I'm gonna totally change my idea for half of this. And we need two comparators again. That's once again 2 quartz and 6 stone. I was about to say, it's a good thing I know how to do this this OR gate thing. Oh, there was 6 stone right there. I missed my chance. I was about to say, it's a good thing I know how to do this exclusive OR gate, but in a sense, it's kind of a bad thing, because that's the only thing I know how to do well, and as a result, everything now is being done this way. You know, it's the one tool I know I've got, so I'm making everything out of this just by necessity. I'm going to need some repeaters. Oops. So let's get those from this chest here. And I don't know if I'm going to need redstone torches, so I'll just take whatever's there. And we'll see. Okay, so these need to come to a pair of comparators. These are the comparators. This is where we find out whether the comparators need to touch each other. Don't know if they do. It'd be a whole lot easier if I came around the other side. I'd have less distance to travel. Of course, there's pistons right there. If we put, you know, comparator right there and a comparator right there, I'd be doing that and that, but I don't know if I need to do that as well. I might, but I don't think I do. These, of course, need to be set to that. I need to be able to look at the combined outputs. Okay, so this feels weird, and I need another piston to be able to test this out once again. So let me just break this piston on the ceiling here. I'll just test this out. Get that. Make myself a bit of space. So I want it to face, so we'll grab the ceiling by accident. That. So if I stand on pressure plate, does that piston fire? Did not hear it. Did not hear it. Could just be that the signal's so weak I need a repeater. So let's stick a repeater down right there then. Nothing. Nothing. What if we had the repeaters there? It might be that the signal's so weak coming straight out of the comparators. I broke that. See, because again, I'm guessing with the design. See, that works. That works. So, now the question, do I need both those repeaters? Do I need either of those repeaters? Yeah. Signal strength is just too weak. Can I get away with... Well, I can have that now. Now that I know. And so that would be the repeater right there. Okay. And of course the signal that comes out of here needs to be inverted. Sort of digging extraneously now, just trying to make myself room to think. So the signal that comes out of here has got to invert. So if I just run, say, this way, we have the signal come there. Then we've got to have the inverted bizzo on the other side here now. So we have ourselves a torch there. We have that coming from there. So that's on. But if we push a pressure plate, that turns off. Oops. See, that turns off. So it's on, off. So that's exactly what we want. So this line here has to feed into every single piston, which is going to be a nightmare. So I've got to get it somehow into, let's put this back up here. Got to get it into both of these pistons somehow. So let's start with that. And to do that, I think I'm coming out the other side of this. I think I'm coming out this side, which I totally can do. If one is powered, does the other get powered? So if I put a block there, a block there, and a block there, and a block there. So we're going to climb the redstone up there. I might as well just mine out the whole coal here. At this point, I'm just digging this to be able to see what I'm doing. Right. I'll put redstone up here now. I can't connect to this bit, so I need another. I can just come down a long way. Right. So that's just one or both? Only one, so it doesn't power the one above it. But here's our first actual. There you go. Retracts. Lovely. So it powers itself, but it doesn't power the one above it. What if I powered the one above it, but not that one? Like if I put cobble there, yeah, did that. Powers both, doesn't it? Yes. So I can do that because this one powers this cobblestone, and that conducts into the one through there. So that sort of works. So I can repeat this on the other side, do these side ones here, but it's the underneath ground ones and it's the above top ones that's going to be the nightmariest part of this. So to get these underneath ones, I'm going to have to go under this. So for that, we just have to go down. Like this. And come up under them. They don't power that. Mate, that's annoying. Oh dear. Oh dear. So pistons are clearly only be powered when something goes into their side. I can't do it from this side because that's too close. I could move this whole thing across, but I don't want to. So this one can only be powered on one side or the other, or through this block. What if instead of that, we came up here, that. But it doesn't power this one. You'd have to do this one from one of the sides. Can't do it from this side because of that. Can't do it from this side because of that. Can't seem to do it from underneath. Or we could do it from the sides if these were moved back one. So if the pressure plates themselves actually moved back one each, then we could do this. At least we could have a chance of doing it. I'd have to have redstone coming out of there. I'd need to be able to... I can't just run it beside there. Like, let me just break that for a second. See, and that doesn't work. It's got to go in. I'd have to be able to come out, break that too, and do that. I mean, yes, the signal's too weak at this point, but I can put it repeating here. But if this was across one here, these would still touch, so it would actually have to be back two. It would have to be two back, which is insane. What if we had this happening from the end here? Move all this across, like I said, I didn't want to. What would that look like? I mean, I could do this on both ends. Come up from underneath, and wiggle into that, but I'd need to come up from there, and I'd be heading down there. So this would just have to be one further across. Ideally two further across, really. So this whole thing would have to move up 2 spots. Okay, well, I can handle that. As it sounds. I'm going to have to do it. So, if I do this, this might help me get my positioning. So there's that coming out the other end. Like that. And there's that. So the repeater's going to move up 2 blocks. Like that. And all this just moves up 2. That's got to go down earlier. Oh, I've made a pulse. Oh, that's hilarious. Same with that. That shouldn't be connecting with that. It's got to go down earlier. So we'll just go down as soon as possible. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so that's just moved 2 blocks along, so get rid of all that. Get rid of all this funny business here that was for the sake of demonstration. Make that back to the pressure plate. That one was always connected to the pressure plate. And this should, once I toggle those to that, this should be exactly as it was before. Except that one is powered now. Oh, which is supposed to be, of course it's supposed to be. Because when I step on this, it retracts. But I've got to do this exact same thing on this side now too. I have to be able to have redstone coming into there, which has to be able to come up from one of these sides. That's going to get in the way. which I could do on this side in order to match the symmetry of this a little bit better. In fact, I don't even know what I do because it's got to come out. So I was going to say can't this side, but I don't. I've got to come out and around. So these two are done. Perfect. It's a mess, but they're done. This one I've got to fix because I need to be able to run this back up into those again, which means I've got to step the inverted signal up there. So I've got to take this wall deeper again now. Presumably 2 blocks deeper, but I've got to be able to get around to get the signal in there. We need 2 more blocks of that and 1 there. So we need that gone. So that's where the torch was. Oops. Not torching, redstone. Like that. So we should have 4 pistons now. Perfect. Look at that. Half of them are done. That's amazing. I like that. Maybe I'll swap those out instead of being stone bricks to being something else. A bit more novel. But the premise is working. Okay. So this side of the output signal has to be able to connect around to the others as well. So the sides will be the next easiest part. So if we we can close that in now, we don't need that to be open. If we keep this line running through here, we can send that up to the other side. And we're going to have to start staircasing up at some point, so I'll just do it now. And we are going to run into trouble very soon if we are not careful about this. Torch there. I need to get more torches, really. There's our pistons. Right. So the way that we did this on the other side was we powered the top one. So we would have redstone there, redstone there. So to mimic what we had before, we need redstone there, there, and there. Right. So we just run this down to exactly where it was before. You just connect this up. Now, that signal will be too weak. The signal's died before it's got there. So I'll throw a repeater in. I don't know, is that good enough? So, it is. Perfect. So it's just the 2 on top now. Those 2 are going to be right now. I haven't got any more room to come up this way. I'm hitting floor here. Yeah, I am. I'm hitting floor here. So it's got to be from the other end. It's got to be from up here somewhere. We go around up. So if I keep the signal going from up here, in fact, if I just come out here with another direction on this same thing, so a 3rd direction out of here, we can head up, and we'll work out where we need to go on a set. We'll just get our way up there in terms of some sort of staircase anymore. Maybe that's sort of sorted. This is the top of the tunnel. Actually, I have a heap of coal in my inventory, don't I? So look at that. Torches. Don't know why I'm being so gloomy about this. I've got coal on me. Could have this whole thing lit up. There's nothing bad to happen down here. Oh, that's doing the job there. Perfect. Problem is I'll be deceived because while redstone is lit, it's lighting things up. Once it's not, for obvious reason. Whoops. Accidental, but it's giving me an idea of my bearings now. Gotta come back this way a heap. There they are. Okay. So it won't be symmetric because that wall's going to get in the way. I'll have one running into there, I'll have one running into the side there. So one like that and one like that. That'll do the job. Okay. So all we'll do is walk our way down there. And I can't do that. I've got to remember, I can't do that. Perfect. And the signal is strong enough to do them both. Barely, but somehow it is. Okay. Well, now it's time to start. Oh, there's iron there. Ignore that. Time to start closing everything in. Use some of this random diorite up here. Oh, there's something dying up there. Okay, that works. That's fine. This can all stay. I don't want to cover that in, but I can cover that in. Same here. I don't need these two. In fact, I don't need any of that. Need all of that. Don't need some of that. It's all just bonus head height. No real reason. It's all good down here, I think. I think we are good to go. So when we stand on that, everything opens. Look at that. Perfect. It's exactly the effect I was going for. What we're going to do now is close the rest of this in. We can close that off. Into that side. That doesn't need to be exposed anymore. How is this? This is much more open than it needed to be. And close this whole section in here. torch there will be plenty. And we got a torch here, so that's fine. Yep. 3 high is a bit of a luxury, but some of it is 3 high, so that's fine. Okay, and so then we just close off this part here. I might leave that open as just access. Really. That being said, there are going to be blocks in my head height right here, so none of this is access. So in fact I should to close that off. So I'll put a torch there. Oops. So we will put these back down to cover in the rest of the floor now. Hide all this as though there was nothing there. There you go. Totally sealed. The fact that there's a pressure point on both sides means it goes off twice. And that, you just dodge the next pressure plate. There we go. That's actually worked really well. A lot better than that other double switchy thing over there. If only that system could work for these sorts of double switches. Ah, nice. And stone bricks. Yeah, what if... Do we have any mossy stones or something? Like just a slightly distinguished stone brick. Just a slightly different sort. Mossy stone bricks, cracked stone bricks. How do we make those? Is that just... I think it's in the grindstone, not the grindstone, the stone color, but... just... some mossy stone bricks. Stone bricks and vines. I doubt we have any vines. This one is no. But we had 3 of them. The cracked ones I'm pretty sure I can do easily. Pretty sure that's stonecutter stuff. If we do have any vines, they would be in the organics chests. Why is it always night time? Wouldn't be farming, surely. It'll be an organics or anything. It's not. Well, I could go find a jungle and shear some vines and stuff like that. I could also go down into the mine systems we've got and just mine some mossy, well, it'll be mossy cobblestone, it won't be mossy stone brick. But the other option is I just simply use the grindstone, which is not in there anymore, it's right here. With these to make, like, how do you make the cracked stuff then? Oh, I've got to smelt it, don't I? I've got to cook it. Yeah, I've got to smelt stone bricks. Okay, well, let's not do that. Even though I've wasted a coal by starting it. Because there were cracked stone bricks down here. Yeah. I should have 8 of those. They'll look sufficiently different, won't they? Whoops. That's bad. That is very bad. I don't think I've destroyed any redstone. No. All good. Oof. Okay, so cracked stone bricks. Yeah. Just subtly different texture. Ow! Yeah, I like it. So I should probably change these other 4. So let's just get 4 more. And of course, there aren't 4 more, there's 1 more. And I bet if I get back to that furnace in time, and I have no idea which one it is, and it'll be out now because it would have been still going. Let's just cook 8 up. Put all this back. And let's see, stone bricks. How's all this going? Wow, that's getting through a lot. I might put some more of that on, in fact. Put some coal in the coal chest. It's going well. Nice chest. And bits of stone. There's our oak wood. Put the 5 redstone torches back. Got no repeaters and any of that anymore. Let's see. Redstone dust can go back. Alright, let's see how close this is to being done. Yeah. Perfect. As you know what someone's going to do next time ice keepers will know that down here. They'll go, what's this glass for? What's down there? Is there another basement? How do I get to that basement? I have no idea. Come around here. I mean, they won't. But the next time they're down here, which they never are, because it only connects them to my treehouse, as far as they know. So they will never come down here. If they ever do, I'll say, oh look, a passageway. Isn't that nifty? And so there's the bit I saw. I wonder where this leads. And then they'll go up to the other section. So let me stand on this. Plug each of these. Put these in the spots that only show up in that situation. Then it hides the fact that 8 are coming out, but they're actually 12 blocks when it sucks in. So, lovely. Alright. Put that back in there, and those in there as well. Now, how is this looking? We're going to put some more cobble in there just to get it going. I could do some more coal. We should put our coal in there. We should have done. Okay, well, let's oh, very good. Let's take this through now. Nice. I like it. I can't remember which way around these broken switches are, whether this is the correct way that we're allowed to go through them, or whether this is the direction that's going to break them. This is the direction that's going to break them. Which is fine, because they will never be coming from this way. They'll be coming from that way. This is the way they'll come. They'll come through here. Yeah, they'll be in here, going to the nether sometime. They'll be like, oh look, there's a lever next to our bed. Why is there a lever next to our beds? And they'll go and they'll flip the lever and they'll go, oh. And they'll not even notice that, and they won't close it. They'll just leave it open. But yeah, it's fair, because next time they're back around here, they flip that, it closes. Problem is, if they leave that open, things that come through the nether will just walk down there. And we kind of don't want that. So close that one. And then that will come around here. And they'll say, wow, this is a long tunnel. And they'll say, aha, this is where that was. And what's this? Oh, what's happening here? Oh, death trap. And they'll try and think they've got to race it. And they'll think, oh, I've got to run through before it closes on me. And they'll run and they'll make it by a mile. And it will sound scary because of all the chomping. And then they can go back through here up into the base. Perfect. Well, let's go back this way, because I think we've got it set now with this being the direction that they have to come through. So I want to make sure it's not broken for when they ever discover it the very first time, and they will discover it from the nether portal end. So I will come up this way and do that. So it's now set to work from the nether portal end. But it won't work from the other end, it will do something. So that's fine. I'll leave it like that. And we can mark it off our to-do list. That is done. Let me check on the sugarcane here, because it's probably been doing pretty good while we've been working. Yeah, I can't remember what it was at before, but it's looking good. The only other thing I want to do in this session, I mean, we could go real ambitious and do the next thing I have to do this, which is go to the nether and do all sorts of things there, but I think that's for another time. Get ready for the Christmas. And of course, feed of birds are directly above. Access shaft down to here. I was thinking I'll hide it back around here. So I think that was genuinely unintentional. I think and so it's a trapdoor is what I want. So I'm going to have to go get some things, but let's see. Trapdoor right there. So I'll just dig my way down for a little bit. Trapdoor into some ladders. We'd be coming out right through there. which is fine. I tried not to. There we go. So here's the access panel. So that's fine. And so if we wanted to play it, we can have a little button down in here, or a pressure plate that does the exact same thing. If we put a little button on the wall, of course it's got to be stone, not cobble. So we need a button, we need a trapdoor, and we need a couple of ladders. And did you see like a skeleton or something? Oh, we're just in night time. They're baddies outside. Can't be baddies outside, there must be a cave somewhere here. Or it's these birds mimicking skeleton noises. I bet that's actually what it is. This yellow terracotta, I could maybe continue that through into here a bit more. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 more yellow terracotta, if that is possible. Oh, that's why we use yellow, because there is a lot of it. There's 12 yellow terracotta, like that. Easy. Perfect. A trapdoor and 2 or 3 pieces of ladder. Guess no one's got any of that lying around here. Well, let me just make that. That's the trapdoor. Oak. It is all birch there, isn't it? Yeah, it really is. Those birch logs back. And we'll get birch planks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for trapdoors. Ladders are ladders. Doesn't matter what they're made out of. Put one of those trapdoors back. And the birch bit. Right. Tweet little birdies. Do. Ah, button was the other thing I was making. Ah, I forgot it. I should put the ladders there, so we can get up and down this. Trapdoor. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear. Be careful. I shouldn't have put those 3 bits of log away, should I? Well, I'm going to need 2 of them back. So, ladder, trapdoor. Yep. So I can't put ladder there because that's the trapdoor's block. Yep. Makes sense. Makes sense. So. Right. So. Door. Closed. And we're in here. That door. And we would have been out. Yeah. So, I think there's 2 bits of that back. And I'll just fix this bit of ground here. There we go. So we now have our underground access. We need a button. And we need those 2 bits of birch logs back. I doubt we've got a button in the miscellaneous chest. Never know. We do not. That's fine. We have many stone. There's one right there. That's a button. Ladders are just made out of everything. Again, just sticks of ladders. So that's fine. But just 2 birch logs we need back. And that one random bit of the other side that we've got. Granite. Same thing. To go back. Actually, now that we've gotten the button and all this, so there's our maintenance hatch. The button was to be able to play it down here. Okay. So if I say put a button there, it plays it. I have a sign here that says press to play. Stone comes around here, goes around there, goes around here, goes around there, comes in and up. Perfect. Everything looks nice. So a sign that says push to play. We put the torch in there. I don't think we actually need a torch. It seems quite bright in there, but that's fine. A sign there that says push to play. I can get out of here, can I? Yep. That could do with having maybe yellow terracotta there. Birch, possibly. What's it look like from down here? Take one of each, and then we'll know. But a lever. Oh, well, I can make a lever here, can't I? Like, to be able to activate and deactivate this. So if we have say a lever here, that's not a lever, that's a torch. Here. And that's perpetually on. So, and that deactivates the pressure plates. If we have that switched off, then now it's back on. Now we can do the thing. So in fact, we don't need a button. We just need that lever and a sign to explain what's going on with the lever. So a sign here that says up equals enabled, down equals disabled. And then another sign up here that says something like maintenance hatch. And I mean, yeah, it's an oak sign there. Just whatever we've got in stock. And we're going to take either one of them or a yellow terracotta, whichever looked best. Okay, so music box, maintenance hatch. Okay. So music box, maintenance hatch. And we go down in there. So it looks like from this end. You can see that there's a sign there. And so you go, oh, what does this sign say? Yeah, that's fine. It is getting night, I can see that. Let's put the bed down. Oh wow, I genuinely thought it would be too bright to sleep. Pop down the maintenance hatch. Let's replace this with yellow terracotta. So that looks out of place now. So I think it's got to be the other one. Question is, which orientation is it going? Like that? No. Like that? Yes. So that is correct. So we're up here. It's up and down, which looks weird. When we're down here, it looks consistent with these up and downs. So that's fine. I could put one here to close this end off, but I'm not going. So this button's actually useless. All that. So up equals enabled, down equals disabled. So door. So door controls, up equals enabled. Music box setting. There we go. Okay, music box setting, up equals enabled, down equals disabled. Perfect. Right, so we can just literally down, and yes, it plays, but it's permanently on now. So the entire thing is lit up, so there is permanent circuitry flowing through, which is why it's not playing any one of those. So now, when we go up, now that does nothing. Perfect. Okay. I feel like that means I should also retire these present boxes. Present chests. Yep, I really should. Same button. terracotta. Okay. There we go. So we've actually just regular tree now. I could probably put normal leaves back on there. Let's take the redstone torches out from under there. So we're just back to regular torches. I reckon replace the gold block on top, yeah. With a regular leaf block again. Which I'm going to have to be super careful about. In fact, I'll place it from the ceiling, really. I'll place it from that pink block there. So this is spruce leaves. And you can see, yeah, there it is. Everything's all up, so the song's disabled. Perfect. So let's put back some of the stuff we've got. Try and remember where various things have come from. These things are from there. Do we have any? Golden apples are special stuff from downstairs. Was it? No, never mind. Yeah, flowers are from here. The rest of this is all stuff from downstairs, I think. I reckon I can put a button in miscellaneous, can't I? There we go. Button. Put a music disc back there. Cool. Let's separate that back out. In fact, let's just put that straight into this, really. All the chests can go back in here with the chests. Iron blocks, gold blocks. There's the golden things. The rest of this stuff is all separate out. With our diamonds, our emeralds all up top. Lapis, sorry, redstone. Lapis are going back upstairs. Where's this going again? Let's get through it all, really. And the hopper is empty this time, yeah. That's alright. Lapis went back in there. Oh, and of course the yellow terracotta. Okay, well I'll just go and check it out again. In fact, I will take down the Merry Christmas Happy New Year. Oh, leaf. See, is that any organic here? Birch leaves, oak leaves, they were spruce leaves, weren't they? Pretty sure they're spruce leaves. So, the signs are gone, everyone's like, oh, Christmas over, come back in. The floor's still Christmassy, because who's going to break the floor? There we go. Is that the wrong leaves? Nope. It's just it's darker up there. just using F3, see they are speeds leaves. Yeah. I was like, oh no, the Christmas presents are gone. Oh, what's this? And there's a sign here. Music box maintenance hatch. And they go down and they're like, aha, music boxes, what's going on? And they see this, music box setting up equals enabled, down equals disabled. And it's down because it's disabled. So if ever they want to turn it back on, they just flip the lever back up. Perfect. I'll leave Squeeze and Murdoch to find that on their own. I'll probably tell them about it maybe first. That is fine. We will go put that sign back, and then we will head over to the treehouse and be done for this session. Do a long lap around the stairs there. I think that's been quite productive. It's been a decent length session. So let's close that up on our way. There's our nice new tunnel. Oh, that needs to be lit up better. We haven't done that yet. Needed much better lighting. It did because things spawned here. We have pretty good lighting on this side. Starts to get a bit sparse in this section. Do with a few more. Down to there. And just along here too. Don't think we need top torches. We can have side torches, really. That's fine. And then just a bunch of torches down this side. This is probably going to mess with people's OCD because it's not matched with the other side. Just wherever they landed. I mean, you hardly notice it. If you stopped and compared, you would notice totally. But running down the thing, you don't notice. Come through here, go through, just like that. Perfect. So I need to put one on this side. They're fine, they match, don't they? On opposite sides of this pressure plate. Yep. So that's fine. So I'm just put these ones on opposite sides of this pressure plate. Really. Perfect. Okay, well, as I said, that is another session well done. I don't know why there are 2 floor torches there. Maybe off. Bit night out there? It might be. Let's head up to the treehouse. Call it quits there. Yep, definitely looks like night time out there. Okay, well, it's other than that. Just a cycle a day. Respawn point set, respawn point set, respawn point set. Look at more. And we consult our to-do list. That one. Done. As well as the other one we didn't have written on there, which was make the maintenance entrance for the music boxes for the Christmas room. It's just one I thought of off the cuff. So, netherite. And other things to do in the nether as well. Fortress, blazes, to get blaze rods, to get blaze powder, for the kinds of things that might be useful for. Eyes of Ender, for all sorts of other things that you can use Eyes of Ender for, like maybe Ender chests, or maybe filling in the end portal to go to the end, or all sorts of things. So yeah, just nether stuff in general. Treehouse extensions, yeah. We're never over here. This is literally where we log in and log out. Yeah, I'm just a skeleton. We don't in any sense live over here, Mr. Creeper. We don't craft over here. We don't do anything. Like we've even got, you know, ladders and things and a bit of emergency food and stuff over here. There are now 2 bits of dirt here. How many Endermen have been up here? Well, 2 obviously, at least 2. They've left their grass behind. That's crazy. Okay, well, thanks everyone for tuning in for another session. Been a productive one, as I said. So I think we call it there. We have to repair those tools and things next time we come on. I will catch you all in the next video. Thanks everyone for watching. That's bye for now.